Hi everybody and welcome to day 7. Woohoo! Day 7! Can you believe it's been a full week that has already gone by? Time is absolutely flying. And I hope you guys are enjoying the videos that I'm posting every day, and I hope that you're doing the meditations and you're doing the tapping exercises. And I hope everything is just starting to flow nicely for you and fit into your plan and your focus. So today's focus is going to be on connecting with our inner child. So when we want to raise our vibration and we think about being vibrational beings, we can look at children for perfect examples. So, it's very natural for young children to play and to get lost in the moment and not think about time. I have 3 children who are very good at not thinking about the time. But there's tons of things that we can learn from having a childlike perspective on things. And so this is what I want our focus to be about. For a lot of us, as soon as we jump into the human form, it's about going from one thing to the next thing. I'm sure that we all did it when you were a young child. You couldn't wait until you were 15 or 16 so that you could drive. And when you were 16, you couldn't wait until you were 18 or 19 so that you could drink. And when you were 19 or 20, you couldn't wait until you were 25 or 26 to get married. And, it goes on and on like that. So when we are in our humanness, we are always going to the next thing, to the next timeline, and rushing ourselves there. And what happens is we actually lose connection with our inner child when we are doing this. And so our inner child is the part of us that finds naturally love and joy in everything, that finds things sparkly and new, and we want to push things and touch things and see what happens when we do them. This is our inner child, and laughing and bringing that kind of enjoyment into our lives is super, super important when we talk about raising our vibration. So we need to really get out of the mindset of thinking that this whole game of life that we're playing is a do or die game. And I'll say this to clients. This is a really good analogy that kind of puts things into perspective. So how serious we take everything, right? Every single thing that comes into our lives, we take very seriously. The phone call from this business partner, this bill that comes in the mail, everything that comes is we have a reaction to it. And most of the time, it's a serious reaction. We have to seriously react to these things because we are adults. And I like to say that we need to remind ourselves that we need to stop taking everything so seriously, like everything. And some of us are better at doing this than others. Some of us who have, the type A personalities, we may find this a little bit more difficult to do. And it's something I absolutely work on myself. But this is part of our focus. We want to allow ourselves to play. We want to allow ourselves to enjoy every moment that we have and not rush through everything to get to the next thing. That goes back to talking about our mindfulness and being present. And so it's kind of fun if you, and this is what I will say to clients, what if you just looked at life, and try it for a day and see how it feels to you, but what if life was just like a board game? You were just playing the game of life board game, or you were playing Monopoly. Because when we sit down to play a board game, we play with our friends or our family. We, first of all, our whole vibration is relaxed about it. It's fun about it, right? We have the excitement. There's no dread or fear or worry when we play a board game. And so what would happen if you actually changed your perception to be that of your life? What if, you wake up in the morning and you say to yourself, wow, this is going to be an awesome game today that I'm going to play. I'm going to have fun in everything that I do. And when an obstacle comes my way, I am going to think about a solution instead of focusing on the problem of it. So if you were playing Monopoly and somebody was buying up all of the properties that you wanted and you had a strategy in your mind, you wouldn't get angry about it, right? You would think of a way to make a deal, or you'd find a way to do it. And you would find a way to do it with excitement and not with any of the negative emotions. So that's going to be our focus. I want you to do this for one day. And, you can do it today. Today's a perfect day to do it. You are just going to wake up in the morning and you are going to tell yourself that this is a game. You're playing a game today. First of all, you're going to get excited about it. You're going to look forward to it. And any little challenge that comes into your game that day, I really want you, again, to look at it as if you were playing a board game. So a challenge comes your way. Oh, great. Okay, challenge. How am I going to do this? But you're going to take on the energy of excitement and anticipation. Those are going to be the vibrations that you take on with any challenges that you have. And all your reactions for the day to everybody and everything need to be lighthearted and need to come from your inner child. So having, that joyous connection with everybody and everything in your day. And this is a really important step that I want everybody to start incorporating into their daily spiritual path as well, is I want you to make sure that every day you're doing something specifically for you that is fun. And so again, when I work with clients who have anxiety or depression, and I will ask them, so what do you do for yourself? And, for most people, they struggle with what they do for themselves. They can't think of anything that they actually do specifically for themselves. And so this is really, really important. I want you guys to find something that is light and fun and easy to do. And I know, for some people, this can be as simple as reading. Reading can be fun. I'm a crazy book addict. I always have 1,000 books on the go at any given time. And reading is absolutely something that we can do for ourselves. If what we are reading has a high vibration to it, if we are reading garbage and junk and filler and stuff that, distracts us, then that's not helping us, and it's not what our intention is through doing this exercise. We can do coloring. That's a big thing. There's the coloring books. We've got a friend, David Rankin, who's a local artist, musician, and he does some amazing coloring books. You can find him on Facebook, David Rankin, and he does their works of art, and you can actually go in and color them. We sell them at Being in Balance as well. And that's a great way to bring out your inner child and, work on your right brain, your creativeness. Listening to music is a huge thing. So just, instead of turning the TV on when you go into a room, turn music on in the room. When you're getting ready for work, or when you're cooking food, or when you're doing your stuff, turn music on, and it will actually shift the vibration of your whole space, like instantly and quickly. Okay, so today's focus is all about having fun, connecting with our inner child, playing with your pets, playing with your children. These are ways that we bring out our inner child, and this absolutely will take us into a higher state of vibration. So I'm going to leave a link on here today. So we are going to do a meditation today. And so it's a meditation by Jason Stevenson, who's a hypnotherapist online. And I follow a lot of the stuff that he does. He's got some really great videos on there about everything. So I'm going to leave the link. It's for connecting with your inner child. It's a guided meditation. And so I really want you to take the time to do this meditation, because it will actually bring some awareness as to where your relationship is with your inner child. And this is really interesting, because sometimes I think our inner child is buried deep inside of us, and we forget that he or she is still there. And so this meditation will bring that awareness back into you and make that reconnection happen for you. Okay, so awesome 7 days. This is amazing. I'm so glad that we are doing this together. So everybody, I just want to connect with you for a moment right now. I want you to close your eyes. You guys know the drill by now, right? Closing your eyes, focusing on your breathing. So we're taking 3 slow, deep belly breaths, taking our breath all the way down through our nose slowly, and then down into the bottom of our belly, and then exhaling through our mouths. When we do this, we are taking in source light and source energy. We are connecting ourselves. And when we are releasing all stagnant, lower, dense vibrations. So in through your nose. And out through your mouth. So you're doing this 3 times. As you're doing this, I'm calling in my team of guides and angels. We are tuning in and tapping into everybody's energy collectively. And we are sending you huge waves of light and love. Take a big, deep breath in and allow this vibration to enter every cell in your being. Awesome. You guys have an amazing day, and we will talk to you tomorrow.